It's a Paris Chong Show. It's a Paris Chong Show, show. It's a Paris Chong Show.
Drinking is the best, though. I'm telling you, it is the best.
No, but that's good. Oh my God, I'm buzzed. This is bad. Hi, everybody. Welcome back to the Paris Chong Show. We're in for a big treat. I have someone very special here today, Malachi Rivers.
Hey, what's up?
Thanks for coming in.
Thanks for having me. I'm really enjoying being in your presence.
Oh, God, I love hearing that. I can't stop looking at how gorgeous your skin is. I'm distracted by your beautiful face.
Oh, thank you.
So Malachi is getting ready to do a screening at Like a Gallery LA on Wednesday night. He did an amazing mini-series called Moments, and he actually just won an award.
Yeah. The Indie Series Awards, which is the biggest award show for independent produced series. And I won for Best Writing Drama and Best Actor Drama.
Congratulations.
Thank you. And
you
my
must be
co-star.
High as hell from this.
Yeah, definitely. And my co-star, Suvi Bradshaw, she actually won for Best Lead Actress Drama as well. So.
Well, I was I watched your segment, and I felt it was so personal. Mm-hmm. And you're an amazing actor, by the way. Really amazing.
Thank you.
I felt like a lot of that part when it goes just on your face and you were being very intimate was very personal. Mm-hmm. Like I felt like it was you talking about stuff that has happened to you personally. Mm-hmm. Is that true?
Sheesh. Well, yeah, because that part is really intense. What's interesting about that?
It made me cry.
Thank you. And I felt like I did my job. So that part in the show, it was really intense. It was the last episode that I wrote. Mm-hmm. And I just felt like I needed to, actually, because my character was supposed to have a whole different episode. And I was just like, well, I actually need something that is representative of the LGBTQ plus community. Mm-hmm. And for me, I felt like, this is, I need to actually tell a story about that. And I was looking at the other characters and actors, and I was just like, well, hell, I might well be the person to do it, right? And so my character literally had pieces from people who I've known, experience, right, have gone through things.
So they're sort of true.
Yeah. And so even for my particular character, where and I tell people this story all the time, just in a personal setting, but I actually don't mind telling it now, is that it was personal, where it hit when I was 12 going on 13 years old.
The smelly ages.
Yeah. And we, my father and I, we're in a different space now in my life where I've learned to forgive a lot of things. But when I was 12 going to 13 years old, he was living the fast life, in and out of jail all my life. I was raised by my stepfather. And so the times my mom would let me go over there to see my father, a lot of stuff happened. And so him and my uncle kind of were dealing with a lot of stuff, drugs, blah, 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 stuff like that or whatever. They thought it was okay to
expose me
to being with an older woman. And they locked me in a room.
Good.
Yeah. They locked me in a room, and at 12 or 13 to lose my virginity.
Oh my God, I hate that.
And it traumatized me for a long, long time, to the point I didn't like being around older men and things like that or whatever. And I had so much pain and frustration in my life with that. And like I said, now I had to fight through that mental and spiritual battle in order to get to a point where I can look at him and say, hey, I love you. You made mistakes. I forgive you for that. But and he looked at me and years down the line when I was a grown man, I said to him, do you know what you did to me? And he said, oh, I didn't even realize. And he said, well, I did it because I questioned your sexuality. And I said, well, that didn't change anything. And you are who you are.
Yeah.
No matter how much people try to change you or what they try to force
gosh.
on you.
So it was a true story. I'm just so I'm like, there's something about this just seems so honest.
And so I took that part and then other parts from just people who I've known, experienced, who have been in, hidden relationships and people didn't even know because they couldn't expose it to the public or things like that. And so, so it was a combination of like different things.
To you. That's horrible.
Yeah. So.
I wouldn't want to be locked in a room with a woman when I was 12 or 13 years old. I'd probably be.
Yeah, a lot of traumatizing, which is the reason why I wrote a show like
women.
Moments.
well, now are you in a relationship now?
Yeah, I've been with my partner for over 10 years.
10 years. Oh, so another thing that's similar to what you were talking about in your
I
character.
know it was so funny because when I was actually writing it, I didn't realize how much stuff was actually connected until I actually filmed it and was looking at the post-production of it, looking at the edit, and I was like,
but it's important. It's important. I think that's why it's such an emotional scene because it's not easy to cry when you see something that's running for 15 minutes if you're just like learning to see a character and what the process is. But it was so touching and real that it was emotional for me to watch. And I thought, oh my God, something about this seems like this happened to this person.
Yeah.
So I'm sorry. And where's your father now?
He lives in D.C. And we actually started building so he's in his second battle now with cancer.
Oh God.
The first battle, he ended up being clear of cancer. But yeah, we started building. And I had to forgive a lot of stuff.
Yeah, my mom
died
from
a lot of stuff.
Cancer.
Yeah. And so we're in a good space now, so yeah.
Right. And did you ever see that woman again when you from the
No, this is
thank
like
God. What if she turns up?
This is like a.
Can you imagine if she just turned up out of your?
Well, this is like a drug addict that they was just like, we're gonna give her some drugs and like whatever.
Well,
I know it's like a whole. Listen, this is why I'm a creator actor. I write stuff that people go like, oh wow, But
it's
yeah,
good. I think. What about if you wrote something about that you reconnected with that lady? What if she got sober and she was clean now and like amazing person? You never know.
That would actually.
That would be cool.
Really
like she came back and then she heard the show, the Paris Chong Show. And that she reached out to you and she got her act cleaned up and she's like, an older woman living in the DC area that has her shit together. Yeah. That'd be interesting.
Yeah, that would be. I wouldn't know that woman if I saw her in a
I know. I'm so sorry that happened to you. Another fun fact, we're both from Maryland.
Yes.
We're Maryland people. Tacoma Park.
Yes, I am from District Heights, Maryland. And I went to Suland High School in Maryland. I went to University of Maryland College Park.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well, I actually left relatively young. My mother was from Hawaii. My dad was from Maryland, and they both didn't want to live in the other place. And I often wonder what our lives, I have 3 sisters, what our lives would have been like if we stayed closer to my dad living in the Maryland area, because it's such an educational area. We ended up going to the West, but I guess it was meant to be. But I sometimes I wonder because I think Maryland's super cool, and there's so many good schools there.
It is, and I don't know what it is. I feel like when I do meet, and I'm sure everybody feels this way about their state, but when I do meet people from Maryland in different states, especially in Los Angeles, I'm like, we got something with us. It's something different. You know what I mean? And so, yeah. I'm very appreciative of my Maryland roots.
Well, I'm not going to lie. I love California now. I'm a California girl all the way. As much as I've moved away 3 times, I could have owned a big house by now instead of all the moving I've done. Because I hate it here. I want to move. And then I keep coming back. So I love California.
Yeah.
But now, as far as the screening goes, there's 9 episodes?
Mm-hmm. Yes, 9 episodes.
And one's very personal to you. Mm-hmm. And which other one do you think is something that people should be watching out for? I know that you love them all, but what else do you think is the powerful one that people should watch when they see this?
All of them.
All of them, I know. But is there one that stands out to you that's important for the times for the Mental Health Awareness Month? Because it's all to do with mental health.
Yeah. So our pilot episode, which is the first episode, which stars Sufi Bradshaw, and it's interesting because Sufi, so we did the Indie Series Award and we won our awards, and she said it in her speech. And
You
she
were
said,
so cute when you got up there.
Thanks. And she came to, she said it on the mic, and she said, my I told my mom I wanted to be a dancer.
Oh, I love it.
And her mom was like, oh, yeah, you'll never make any money. She was like, become an actor. And everybody laughed at that because everybody knows the ups and downs of being an actor as well. But her character in the show is having a dream deferred because she wants to be a dancer. She wanted to be a dancer. She ended up getting married and pregnant because everybody's like, oh, you have a good man, a good husband, and you should feel happy and things like that. Through my life of experience, and I have a lot of close women friends, and pretty decent amount of them have told me that I didn't care to have children. I didn't have that desire. I like my life, right? Mm-hmm. But society makes it seem like something's wrong with a woman. Yeah. To not want to have kids.
Well, things have changed though too. It was for when I grew up, that was like a pressure to get married and have kids, and for me, it wasn't that way at all. But I did have a son. Thank God. It changed. I'm a single mother, and it changed me in so many good ways that I'm glad I had a son. And plus, I didn't know a lot about men until I actually had a son. I had relationships with men that were nothing to do with learning how men operate. So having a son really helped me a lot. But it's not easy. Yeah. But I think that nowadays people aren't even getting married. Yeah. People aren't wanting to have children, and they're fucking expensive.
Yeah. Oh, God. Yeah, and and so to that point, like she,
I need money.
Well, you can be broke. Look, you can be broke without even the kid part. But so her character literally is in a space of like feeling like, you know what, she's looking at her husband and she has so much resentment against him. Yeah,
because you get pissed off.
Right, and it's like he's the nicest guy in the world, and but. And so I think that's a very important episode because I just feel like, it's so many things and people don't talk about, they're talking more now about it postpartum with women. Oh, yeah. And so this episode has like dreams deferred, postpartum, and then actually not owning your choices as well, and so I feel like that's a really, really great episode for Mental Health Month. Yeah.
So are you saying no kids for Malachi Rivers?
I would love kids because I think I'm cute and I just want to see my kid
look like. Charisse, did you hear that? Looking for a baby mama.
I was like, Charisse. I'm saying?
Charisse has some cute kids. But I see Charisse getting married and falling in love and having like a dream family. Yeah. I really do. Well, that's nice to hear. Yeah. So that you would want, because I think having kids is amazing, and it makes you love in a different way than you could ever imagine until you have them. Yeah. Because I didn't want kids. I didn't not want them or want that. It wasn't a priority. I didn't think about it. I really thought it sounded like a nightmare, and it didn't sound like something I personally wanted to do. It was kind of a fun night, and it happened. And I'm so glad it did because I love my son, Leo, so much. And it's changed me as a woman, as a person, as a human, because you have to get out of it's all about me and have to actually worry about somebody else and their needs before yours. And it's a really unselfish and beautiful act. Yeah. I could see you being a really good father.
Yeah, and I love kids. I mean, I have 4. I have 2 nieces and 2 nephews.
Oh, wow.
Excuse me, and I love them. Like, you know what I mean?
So how many brothers and sisters do you have?
So I have 2 sisters, and I'm the only one by my mother and father. Okay. And then, like I said, my stepfather, who passed away, he raised me since I was 6 months. Wow. But my sisters are by him and my mom, and then my father has another son as well. Okay.
Yeah. What does your partner do?
He's a manager at Equinox.
Oh.
Yeah,
I love Equinox. Oh, I'm trying to work on a deal right now so that Leica can partner with Equinox because it's the best gym.
Oh yeah,
which one? Which location?
Let's talk about that. He's at South Bay location now, in, like near Hawthorne area.
Is that where you live?
No, I'm in Inglewood area.
Oh, okay, nice, awesome. So yeah, I go to the El Segundo Bay Club, but I'd rather go to Equinox.
Oh yeah,
I love Equinox, and you look very fit.
I try to, listen. The older you get, the more you're like,
When's your birthday?
Man, August 15th.
Oh, you're a Leo too.
Yeah.
We're from there. I'm a Leo too.
Wait, when is your birthday?
July 24th. It's
Okay,
a
there we
Leo
go.
thing.
There we go. There we go.
Here we
Cheers.
go. We're from Maryland and we're Leos.
There we go.
Oh my God, we have so much in common. And we both like guys. We have 3 things seriously in common. I had no idea. And we like the drinks by bottle service. Thank you, Michael. Oh my God. Okay, we're Leos. We're from Maryland. We like guys. I love this. Yeah, August 15th. You almost missed it.
Yeah.
Oh, that's okay. I was saying earlier I have the same birthday as J-Lo, July 24th.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but I'm Picho.
Picho.
And I'm not going through a messy divorce. Sorry, J-Lo. But, okay, well, what's next for Malachi Rivers?
Just finishing up the remaining episodes of Moments.
Okay.
And we're in post-production for that. I'm knocking that out.
Do you have to be black to be in your show?
No. What I did was I wanted to start. So the initial first season was dealing with black people, but I actually. So you know how like America's Next Top Model, where they have different like countries and like or whatever. I was just like, Moments needs to be that because I feel like each culture has their own thing.
No, it's good. No, it's
right?
and it's important. I was just kidding about that.
No.
Just because I want to be in it. I'm kidding. I'm not.
Are you gonna get your acting on?
No, I'm not.
Yeah.
This is a lot. This is a stretch. I'm trying to get people to be aware of like a Gallery LA, but it's kind of taken on a whole new life of itself, and it's fun. This is fun, and it's good to talk about what's happening in the world besides just. This show's about all arts. It's dancing, acting, singing, photography, painting. It's a arts show.
Yeah, yeah. I mean,
You said you danced also, right?
Well, no, I was saying Sufi wanted to be a dancer.
Oh, okay.
But you know, I used to dance back in the day. That was funny. That was actually my first love.
Really?
Yeah. I was that kid. Everybody would be like, get around and circle around and be like, watch him go.
There
and
he goes.
Yeah.
Right on.
And so yeah. But
I think it's a Leo thing.
Yeah. Well, we like to perform.
I love to dance.
I love to perform. That's what I said when I won the Indies award, and I was like, literally, that's.
You were so cute.
I just want to perform. Thank you. I'm like, I just want to perform. That's what I am. I am a performer.
And can you believe that Malachi and Charisse met at Leica Gallery LA at Charisse's show?
Yeah.
That's how you guys. I just found that out today. I had no idea. I'm like, how did you meet Malachi? She was like, here. I'm like, what do you mean here? She's like, yeah, here at Leica Gallery. I'm like, oh my God.
Yeah. And it feels like I've known Charisse forever. Now it's just like it's only been like
she's like one of those people you feel like she's like your sister.
Yeah.
Or if you want her to be your sister if she's not. I love you, Charisse.
We love you, Charisse.
So I guess I'm just gonna wait to see all of how many episodes are you sharing at Like on Wednesday?
3.
Okay.
It'll be total around like 30 minutes.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because it's a short form series, so each episode is under like 10 minutes.
So will they be longer where can you watch the show?
I haven't released it yet. I've just been like submitting to film festivals and like certain award shows.
Where would you like to be?
And you know what? I'm glad you said that because I want to start speaking with more intention and just actually put it out there or whatever. So I would love for it to be at Hulu with the Honest Collective, the production company.
Did you hear that?
Yeah. Or FX. Yeah.
Or FX?
Yeah, or HBO. Or
well, did you hear that? Hulu, FX, or HBO? Malachi Rivers just did Moments. Pick it up. Don't be stupid.
Let's do that.
I think that would be perfect for you.
Every single camera, look at it. I want it. Yeah.
Hulu, FX. Oh, that's great. Well, I'm so glad you were here today. Thank you. This was a real treat for me.
Thank you.
You're
awesome.
Thanks for sharing your time. You're awesome. Okay, high five to Marilyn, Leo, and bottle service.
Yeah, there we go.
Woo!
Cheers.
Thank you.